Прикол. Хочу ресурсы снова. А, блядь, нужно было именно тут поспать. Сука. Бля, я тупой. А если я могу... Я просто потратил уже ресурсы. Ой, господи, я тупой. Спасибо, что подсказал. Еще тут я просто полусонный. Я, наверное, отдохну, наверное, это как без затратов ресурсов. А. Спасибо. Еще раз. Да, я хочу сейчас поговорить. Я поэтому и не завершал день. Я стараюсь вообще со всеми говорить в этой игре, потому что, типа, ну, в этом и кайф. Так.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland.
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Так.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running
Я могу
away.
представить.
We'll be in a city with roads and markets
Иронично, что это
and
говорит
homes.
Отродье ада. Или как это, не
Are
знаю.
Roland and Leah actually getting along? I know you cut down a horde of goblins, but this is far more impressive.
Look at them. How happy they are. We did that. Yeah. Don't tell Roland, but his magic show might be the highlight. He's been doing them since we were little. He'll make it big in Baldur's Gate. I know it.
Блин, так много уже говорят про этот Baldur Gate город, что я уже побыстрее туда хочу, блин. Колебали. Постоянно только о нем и говорят.
No, I need to lie down.
Sherry! That's infernal for
What?
cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Да я потом тебе дам магический артефакт. Хватит показушник. Просто тупо показушник заколебал. Я уже не могу.
This might be the wine
Прожорливый.
talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of... But I need an angle. Any ideas? One raunchy ballad coming up.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on.
Блин. Если честно, давно не играл в такие хорошие игры. И аж позабыл, как-то прикольно. И проработанные персонажи, жесть.
Then you have never heard me singing, which makes you very fortunate. I'm sure there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine.
Так, ну с Роланом я буду тогда последнюю очередь говорить.
You have no idea how good it feels to see the singing we could probably do without.
Так, мальчик, поговорим с тобой.
I want to have a word.
You came through for us.
А, это не
That's
это
a change
девочка.
from most adults I know. I don't. But if you mind your manners, maybe I'll remember you when I'm running.
Она
the
должна
gate.
быть, мне кажется, самой главной. Ее-то характером. Так.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
Я сейчас правило. Давай. Повезло.
Perhaps it...
И веселись, пока можешь.
To beds and hearths, to dirty...
Пил? А что он там делает, этот пыл?
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. No. I'm deeply proud of... In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood. And I didn't want to cut... These people are still in danger. Karlak, the creature from hell, they aren't ready to get on the road on their own. Your words cheer me more than any... But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. I'm afraid my feet are firm. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old... Still.
Ладно. Хватит грусти. А я пошел. Так. С кем я там не поговорил еще? Непонятно. А где я главный тут?
Hearts a quiver. We raised our bows.
None None of that poetic stuff. Something like goblins swarmed, but we were brave and fried them all with a thunder wave.
Talking with them.
But that's not what happened.
Live a little.
Your song was coming along. Then things began.
Так. Похоже, я против всех. Заканчивать день, получается. Вроде... Ёп. Заканчивать день. Или надо подождать?
Try not to get too close, Cal.
Yes. Remember what happened last time?
I was 8, and you magicked up a kitten. How was I supposed to know it was made of fire?
No, let them have fun. I'll be ruining it come morning anyway.
Ну давай сохранюсь и закончу день. Там посмотрю, что будет. Будет со всеми поговорить.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles. Or perhaps you will be the...
Подожди, я пропустил, что ли, празднование?
I trust you enjoyed your
Блин.
evening. After all your efforts,
Там вроде
it was
что-то
well
должно было
deserved.
быть еще. Я рано лег спать, короче. Там должна быть песенка, все дела. Надо, видимо, просто подождать, походить еще.
An adoring crowd, fine wine. I dare say this place is almost civilized. Only to the untrained eye. That was the 5th time they've asked for fireworks. Once my training with Leroican is complete, I expect Lear and Cal to demand yet another.
To beds and
Elturel was the last.
At the ready. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Go on, do your rounds.
Fate, spin. Dost thou require a new ally?
Enjoy yourself tonight.
Hope you're enjoying the night here.
Your song was coming along. Your song was coming along. Then things began spinning. Worry not. I shall return to it at first light.
Я не понял. И песни, и все остальное. Это как-то не затянули. Нет? Да уже хрен знает, с кем разговаривать.
You know, I never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving. I hate it. This is awful. Enjoy myself. There's a worm in my brain. I'm surrounded by idiots, and all I've got to... That means I have to survive tonight. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? By the hells. Not with you. Just, I mean... Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm...
Everyone seems to be in high... Strange. You know who I never thought I'd... Exactly right. Never gave... Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. That's more easily said by... But nobody's here to share a bottle with me? We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off. Not tonight.
I have seen the Kithraki tear us screamingly, yet they could not match your nerve. I smell their blood on you. How torturous for us both at all. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to...
Да. Гейл, как же ты меня достал? Пойду, что ли, найду новую вещицу для него.
Your song was coming along.
Слишком пьяная, чтобы петь.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. I must keep going.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Beautiful night, don't you think? It's a view I would once have shared with my companion. She preferred it when we were alone. Curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric
Fire, get her on!
I speak of Tara, my Tresson, assistant, my constant companion through all the ill. She'd been most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. After I was afflicted with my condition, and locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I'd given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that after so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you,
an unwavering Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a... Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. Very funny. But as we all know, nymphs are sticklers when it comes to their... Not that I don't appreciate your... musk? Well, this seems as good a time as any. Were I to recite that list, I fear we'd be here at dusk tomorrow. Many things. With my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue... Go. Indulge in the...
О, и не договорил про артефакт.
Don't worry about me. I'm quite...
Интересно, интересно. Блин, ну что ли? Я не знаю, что мне сделать надо. Или больше ничего не будет.
Go on.
Это замешательство.
I don't know what that means. Have another drink and you'll know exactly what I mean.
How about two tiefling queens, frightful and fierce?
That's more like it. How many goblins did we kill?
Very well.
10?
I expect Lear and Cal to demand yet another showcase.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Lots of people make promises. Few keep them. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Dominant, self-centered, savoring another's loss. I like it. To victory. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now. I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. Another moment won't kill them, I suppose. Well, it might, but let's take that risk. Thank you for last night. Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
That didn't hurt, did it? I should think so. Let's head back, if we must.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it may be some time before you're afforded another such night. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers. The journey specifically, it's extremely
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
I won't be held accountable just because you're naive enough to expect to get to the towers. You'll need to pass through it. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. By all means, pursue any leads you may have. But I sense you could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole...
Dark Justiciars. Must...
Aridin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and... If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Блин, хрен его знает.
The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the shadow-cursed lands. I'd gone with you instead of Aridin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. Unfinished business, and a lifetime of regret to repair. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his dark justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing. I spent years researching the curse. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aridin and his band. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outside... This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Resentment will spring up like mushrooms no matter what I do. You can... Now, we've quite the journey ahead.
Так, а где ты там? Хрен. Я не понял. А, вот он. Так, кого же его? 5.
Indolence breeds madness. Action, not reaction. Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Oakfather's blessings to you. I studied one up close. Closer than a drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, hideous but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, But to truly understand it and stop it, perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. There are few things you wish to speak?
Не понял.
Breathe deep and move.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. What I am is a walking I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. And from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mist. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition. Inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess. Yet I wasn't sat. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid? Very well. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, the magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been... What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. Here. Place your hand over my heart.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in, into the dark. You've seen this before. The book, the black tendrils of chaos weave that lash out and overtake you. The dread is as real as the first time. The oppression just as unbearable.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Or it ever... I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. Every waking moment. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. Once I'd step out of the protective aura of the artifact, it wouldn't be like I would consume some midnight tears and venture as deep into the Underdark. With a bit of luck, I'd manage to make it to a mind flare colony so that when the orb erupts, one last wouldn't be a heroic end, but coarsely poetic enough in its justice. That is a great relief. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied, I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled. I stand at a precipice. But if you do not give up hope, neither... Now. Even I am tired of the sound.
Вот так вот. Так.
All's well, I hope. No. I just wanted to hand kissed. I hope so too. Though I'm not, but if you want to see where this goes, I do as well. Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain, even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite like my people are nothing if not... As long as I pray to there is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate you. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm. Her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers. It's all I ever wanted. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet... I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate... Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this...
Так, а где? Он же спутник, по идее, этот. Хельсинг. Я не понял, а где он? Или я неправильный диалог выбрал? Почему он ранен? Я не понял.
You wish to speak?
Хочешь побеседовать? Уйти. Я это не понял. Как его с собой позвать-то? Кальсина. Каль. Честно, только попозже можно будет взять парники. Ну ладно, чё. В принципе, не так уж хотелось. Ну, по крайней мере, в ближайшее время. Потому что мне еще тут до хрена все. Ладно, спасибо, кто был со мной. На этом я заканчиваю. Уже поздно. Пора спать, уже 5 утра. Жестко. Вот, поэтому спокойной ночи, ребята. До завтра.